When I first started going to the gym, I'd focus on what I could see in the mirror. So I'd try really hard on chest days and arm days while neglecting my back. Little did I know that the back is one of, if not the single most important muscle for overall aesthetics as well as good posture. It's what gives you that V-tapered look and opens up your entire front side to make you look confident and attractive. Let's get into the most effective way to blow up your back. Right off the bat, I can remember two distinct instances when my classmate grazed my back, not in a sexual way, it was like a friendly thing, either to usher me forward, I can't remember the exact instance. Both times they were surprised in a good way. They were like, wow, your back is really muscular, it's like a ridge rather than just a flat slab of fat. The reaction that they had was different to muscular arms or shoulders or chest. It's different. There's something about the muscles in the back of your body that when they are developed in the right way, it's almost like an honest signal. You know what you're doing when it comes to building muscle. Because all the muscles in the front of your body, you're kind of doing it to show off. It's like, look at my pecs, like, look at my arms. Typical gym bro. If you've got a ripped back and you stand up to go to the bathroom and they can see a faint outline of your back and all the muscles, it's like, boom! That's what I'm talking about. Now, the basis for an aesthetic body in the upper body is your shoulder width to your hip ratio. That ratio is what makes you look proportionate. So how do you do it? Most people think you need to do lateral raises because that's what we're told, right? Do lateral raises, do shoulder presses, and yes, they do help. But what actually gives you that is two things. A developed back and developed lats make your whole upper half of your upper body wider, which is going to make your shoulders sit wider. And because the back muscles are pulling you open, you're naturally going to have more open posture. Instead of it being like this, you will be like this. Fixing your posture is not just good for your looks as well, it's good for your functionality and your overall health. I actually think that a lot of the illnesses of modern society and the modern fitness industry has actually created a pandemic of back pain, something that I had to deal with, chronic back pain and sciatica, which was one of the worst experiences of my life. Why do you think those things happen? Because we live a sedentary lifestyle where we're caved in and hunched over. So all the muscles in the back of our body, instead of being activated and strong and balancing us out, it's kind of just weakened. The spine is bent, the discs start protruding and start hitting the nerve, and there you have all the instances of lower back pain. So if you don't want chronic back pain like I had and go on the verge of depression, then I highly suggest and recommend, and in fact insist, that you focus a lot on training all the muscles in the back of your body. Now you know, in order to look good and be healthy and be athletic, you got to train that stuff, right? So let's get into how to do it, because there's probably just as much confusion in the how as well. First main way to train your back is obviously the chin up or the pull up. As a body weight movement, it is one of the most versatile and effective exercises that you can do as long as you can hang anywhere. It engages multiple joints and it trains your grip strength and it opens up your posture. It's the best exercise in my opinion to build an aesthetic back as well as a functional back. Now in terms of the grip itself, you can go neutral grip, you can go chin up grip, you can go pull up grip. If you're starting out, the neutral grip will probably be easiest and the pull-up grip will be the hardest. Bro science says the wider the grip, the wider your lats and your wings will be. Science actually says as long as it's just above shoulder width apart, the lat activation is the same and the difference is negligible. Play around with the width. See which one you feel best activates your lats. Even though the pull-up and the chin-up hits the entire back, these vertical pulling motions tend to hit more of the width from the front. So like you're looking at me now and the width from the front will be done by vertical pulling motions, whereas the thickness of the back from the side, if you want that 3D sort of thickness, that will be done from horizontal pulling motions like the rows, which we'll get into in the next section. If you can't do a single one, there's very effective ways to build up to your first pull-up. And it's not to do these machines that assist you and just push you up with assisted weights. It's to actually do negatives. You hang from the top and you descend down as slowly as possible. And also to do dead hangs and just increase your grip strength. On top of that, you can do bicep curls, inverted rows, and also even scapular pull-ups. These are the 5 best exercises to build up to your first pull-up. You want to make it your top priority to be able to do your first pull-up, because once you get 1, it'll be easier to get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Soon we'll be doing weighted pull-ups. A lot of people just stay on doing pull-ups 8, 9, 10. Oh, can you do 20? Can you do 30? It's like, I've already told you that once you go above 12 reps, you're really training for endurance and not really that much in terms of building muscle strength and size. You want to stay in the range of 4 to 10 reps, 4 to 8 reps. Once you can do 8 to 10 reps of bodyweight pull-ups, get yourself a weight vest, weight belt, and start adding even the smallest weight, even just a 2.5 kg plate. Well, what's the point of that? It's super light. It doesn't matter. It's progressive overload, and over time you will be putting 10 kilograms, 15 kilograms in between your legs. This is when you can take your back to the next level. It's one of the best, absolute best exercises for your back. If you want very structured guidance from how to do your first pull-up all the way up to weighted pull-ups, weighted chin-ups, one-arm push-ups, and you want to do all of that without access to gym equipment, in the comfort of your own home and the most minimal equipment, I do have a bodyweight program which I'll link below so you can check that out. The next is the barbell rows and the Pendlay rows, and I'll add onto this a bodyweight substitute called the inverted rows. So pull-ups and chin-ups were vertical, rows are horizontal. They build that thickness, because who wants to be that guy that just looks like he has Batman wings from the front, but the moment you look at him from the side, he's paper thin. Nobody wants that. You want that 3D well-rounded look, and in order to do that, you need to mix in some of that pull-ups and chin-ups with some rows. And obviously barbell row is a great exercise. Pendlay row, which is a slightly more athletic and explosive exercise, is a good one. One of my favorites is to do dumbbell rows, assisting myself with an inclined bench, because that takes a lot of the momentum and hip thrust out of the movement, and it also targets your upper back, the upper half of the back, which often goes neglected, needs a lot of help in terms of opening up your entire upper body. And finally, the inverted row is an amazing bodyweight substitution where you're pulling your torso, your chest, to the bar at various angles. If you change the angle, the difficulty changes, and once you can do parallel inverted rows and maybe even add weight by wearing a weight vest, trust me, you are doing very well. Next, you guys know by now that I love talking about the invisible muscles that do all of the important stuff, like the hip flexors in the lower body, your rotator cuffs, which are the muscles surrounding your shoulder joints. When you train your back, you should be training your rotator cuffs to prevent injury, as well as increase your functionality, improve your posture. Kill 3 birds with 1 rotator cuff exercise. Unilateral face pull with the cable. I haven't seen anyone do this. You can increase the range of motion, really feel and control that rotator cuff stretch, and it's also going to hit your rear delts. It's going to improve your posture, like I said. So guys, please be training the rotator cuffs. That's it. You're expecting me probably to come up with 500 different exercises, but that's it. That's the bread and butter. You got everything in there. You got looks, strength, functionality, health, all in just those exercises. You want to focus on progressively overloading and getting stronger on these exercises, rather than trying all of these fancy machines and unilateral cable rows and all kinds of cool things. No, just stick to the fundamentals, do them right, get strong on them in the 4 to 10 rep range, start adding weight to your pull-ups. This is what's going to transform your back and start blowing it up. You'll be amazed at your progress. If you do all of that and you still carry so much fat, you're not gonna be able to see the rippedness of your back. So of course, you need to get enough protein to sustain muscle growth in your back. You're starting out, aim for just having more than 100 grams, and you want to get lean enough. You want to cut down your body fat to 12% or below. That's when you're gonna get the reaction, the accidental hand on the back, and them going, wait, whoa, like what is this? If you are a fan of this channel, consider sharing it with other people, and you'll know that also my balcony has been redone because the roof was leaking. I can't have raindrops falling on my camera, can I? Anyways guys, I hope that helped. See you in the next video.